We are making callos today, and it's one of my most favorite recipes, and it's very popular also in my restaurant, Asador. But I am making one for you today, so if you have the time and the patience, you can do it yourself. Today, I'm using homemade sausages from Tindeli. It's a Spanish sausage, and I'll be using two pieces of this, and I will also be using wood smoked bacon from Tindeli, which will give it a very nice aroma, very rustic aroma. I love this when I'm cooking dishes like this. And if you want to order this, you can order this online from Tindeli. A very nice thick cut bacon, which I will add to my callos, and I will slice my Spanish sausages. These are made with premium ingredients, of course, and spices from Europe. Ang bango ng ating Spanish chorizo. Put it aside. And wood smoked bacon. They are thick slices. I will just cut it to smaller pieces to add to my callos. Chunky, chunky. We want it to be chunky. Very nice layers of fat. And here I have my callos. Di ba tripe? Callos is tripe. So I have tripe here in combination with oxtail. So ito siya, pinalambot na natin siya until it's really tender. And this is the stock. And you will see, it's even at room temperature. Medyo warm pala siya ng konti. But it's very thick. So the secret really of a good callos is having very thick beef stock with loads of collagen. In the olden times, the secret in making it very thick is bumibili ng tuhod ng baka. So you'd go to your butcher, nagpapatabi ka ng tuhod ng baka. So hinahalo mo yung tuhod ng baka while nagpapalambot ka ng inyong tripe at buntot. And let's start cooking. And another thing, when you're talking of callos, it's not really driven, the flavor is not tomato. Hindi siya kamatis yung nagpapalasa sa kanya. It is paprika. That's why we are using good quality sweet Spanish paprika. And I'm using olive oil. I always have a lot of olive oil. And I'm using Bea Oliva olive oil, di ba? Di tayo natatakot gumamit ng maraming oil dahil it's olive oil. It's a healthy oil. Before it's hot or very hot, I add my garlic so that we infuse the flavor without burning the garlic. Gagamit tayo ng maraming onions. We are using 2 large white onions that are minced. Saute my white onion until translucent. And now I will add my mix of Spanish chorizo and my smoked bacon. This one will add a lot of flavor and smokiness. It's all there. And if you want to add herbs, you can add herbs. Masarap to with rice, garlic rice, or sardo bread or baguette. Sa Tindeli, may sardo bread din tayo. Delicious, delicious, delicious. Good quality callos. Ito. Very important that on occasion, we want to cook something special, and this is something special that you can cook. Sobrang bango na dito sa aking kusina. Gisa-gisa. And now, I will add, this is very important, I have my mix of my tripe, tuwalya, or callos. Yun ang callos, meaning ng callos. Diba? Callos is the tripe. Yan, no? Look at that. Very rustic. Gigisa natin yung ating callos, and I will season it with my paprika. Is a very important ingredient sa ating callos. Halos ang nagpapapula talaga sa kanya is not tomato, pero it is paprika. So look at that, no? Even without our tomato, pula na yung ating paprika. We will also add a bit of oregano. You can use thyme. I like to use oregano. Ganda ng kulay, di ba? Gets nyo? Gets nyo yung sinasabi ko? Yan. That's our callos. And I will add white wine. If you don't have white wine, just omit. You don't have to use white wine. Let the alcohol flavor cook off and intensify. Yan. And now I will add my stock, no, my beef stock. You let that simmer. And I will also add not the entire can of canned tomato. I will just add half. Just adding tomato. And we will let this simmer and thicken for a little while. We will season it with a little salt and let it simmer, and we will prepare our other ingredients. So while waiting for our callos to cook, we will leave it open for it to reduce a little bit. I will prepare my bell peppers, deseed it, and dice them. Yan. Ito talaga, no? Very old school, very classic na callos. We also have a lot of olives, green olives, and garbanzos. Malambot na yan. And now we will dice up our bell peppers and add it to our callos. Kung gusto mong mas malinamnam, you can add a bouillon cube. And now we will add our green olives and our garbanzos, no? Chickpeas. Very classic, very old school, and we will let this simmer a little bit more to thicken. And I will season with salt and pepper. When everything comes together, super sarap nito. And again, these are one of the dishes that tastes better as the days go by. So callos really means tripe, no? Yung tuwalya ng baka. Pero we usually add yung balat or yung buntot or tuhod ng baka to make the sauce very rich para pag kinain mo, yung lumalagkit yung labi mo. That's really the mark of a good callos. And one very important thing to remember when making a callos is to let it simmer. Give it time for the flavors to develop and come together. So, kahit wala ka ning dinadagdag na ingredients or anything, but letting it simmer for a little while will always develop the flavor. Kaya mas masarap siya, mas rich siya, mas flavorful, mas balanced. So yung makanto-kantong lasa, masyadong maalat, maasim, whatever, nawawala siya. It just blends together into a delicious whole. And I will turn this off. Look at that. It's very saucy. Kung gusto mo na yung callos mo, walang sauce, pwede mo pa siyang i-reduce or add lesser stock. But ako, I like it this way kasi ang sarap ng sauce niya in rice or to soak up with bread. Ito siya. One of my favorite dishes, lalo na pag holiday season. Ito siya with paella. Ito siya with hamon. Merry Christmas na Merry Christmas talaga. So, good olives. And serve it with a side of balsamic vinegar and olive oil. It's going to be perfect. Yun talaga, pinakamasarap. And here it is, our very beautiful platter of callos. And I'm going to taste. If you want it to be thicker, you can always add a bit of slurry. Non-traditional, but it works. So ito, gusto ko ng tripe, gusto ko ng balat, gusto ko ng chorizo, gusto ko ng olives, gusto ko ng garbanzos. Ang hirap. Ito siya with crusty bread. Sarap. So this is my bowl of callos. This is the Filipino-style Fiesta Callos. Kasi yung callos ng Spain is a bit different, no? It doesn't have this much ingredients. Pero, eto siya. It's so perfectly tender. Ang init. And you drizzle a bit of balsamic vinegar and olive oil. At ang sarap nito. The best. Lambot ng tripe. Ang init. Sarap ng olives. Right. Chorizo from Tindeli. Lumalagkit yung lips ko. It's giving. Inubos ko na. Kaya guys, you should try this recipe. Something a bit more special than the usual callos. But it's well worth it. Try it. And don't forget to subscribe to the Chef Tatung YouTube channel. Here. And click the bell button to get notified for more recipes. And eto na siya. Callos, just for you.